You are clearly just a menial disciple in a cultivation sect, yet every day elders within the sect would kneel on the ground begging you to take over the position of sect master. And all of this was only because you activated the 1,000 Tao system. Every day, the system would grant you 10 years of cultivation. Thus, you started from a menial disciple. In one day, you broke through to the 7th level of Qi refining and knocked down an inner sect senior brother. In 3 days, you successfully assisted yourself in sweeping across the outer sect competition. In 5 days, you condensed the origin and became the #1 person in the world. Just when everyone believed that next you would establish your own sect and become its master. Yet you chose to continue staying in the sect as a menial disciple, sweeping the floor every day, quietly accumulating until finally reaching the great Tao of righteousness. At this moment, after successfully awakening the system, you suddenly jumped down from the bed, walked 2 circles inside the small room, then forced yourself to sit back down. You closed your eyes and took a deep breath. When you opened them again, the trace of madness in his eyes was forcibly suppressed into a piece of calm coldness. Facts must be faced. You sat cross-legged again, facing the 5 directions upward, and operated the Qi refining technique that outer disciples of the Qin Yuan sect must practice. This was the most basic cultivation method, crude and inefficient, but also the only thing you knew. Spiritual energy slowly gathered, moving along the meridians. The speed was as sluggish as usual. The 5-element mixed spiritual root was like a bucket without a bottom. After absorbing spiritual energy for hours, only 20% could be retained. But in the next moment, the situation suddenly changed. At the lower abdomen dantian, without any warning, a scorching torrent surged out. That was not spiritual energy absorbed from the outside world, but something generated out of nothing, pure and vast, like a river in a desperate land, rushing into the meridians. Your whole body shook violently, almost falling out of meditation. You clenched your teeth tightly and desperately circulated the technique, guiding that torrent along the route of the cultivation method. Boom. It felt
Lu Han, an elite inner disciple of the 7th peak, foundation establishment cultivation, with a thin sword hanging at her waist, as thin as a cicada's wing. Qinger, what is it? You cupped your hands. Lin Qinger ran to you, looked closely at your face, and suddenly widened her eyes. Brother Qin Yuan, you broke through? Lu Han's brows lifted slightly, her gaze falling on you, like examining a newly unsheathed blade. Just a bit of luck. You did not explain much. Lin Qinger immediately thought of something. Her eyes reddened, and she bit her teeth. It's those bastards from the 3rd peak. Lu Feng relies on being a disciple of the law enforcement elder to bully people like this. Brother Qin Yuan, come to our 7th peak. I'll beg Master to accept you as a named disciple. We don't care about the 3rd peak. She was so angry her cheeks puffed up. Lu Han sighed inwardly. This junior sister was good in every way, except her heart was too soft, valuing feelings to the point of ignoring consequences. Qin Yuan's breakthrough was strange, but the foundation of a 5-element mixed spiritual root was there. Qi refining level 4 was likely already the limit. Meanwhile, Qinger had a heavenly spiritual root and was about to enter foundation establishment. Her future golden core was promising. They were not people from the same world. No need, you shook your head, voice calm. In 3 days, during the outer sect competition, I will challenge Lu Feng. The air froze for a moment.
According to the rules of the outer sect competition, outer disciples could challenge any
is at foundation establishment
life or
level
death
3.
not considered. You look toward the direction of the 3rd peak. Since he humiliated me in public, I will return it in public. A trace of suppressed emotion flashed in Lu Han's eyes, then turned into faint appreciation. A sword cultivator should have such unyielding sharpness. You have courage, she finally spoke, her voice like a cold spring striking stone. But foundation establishment and Qi refining are worlds apart. I know. You turned to look at her. So these 3 days, I will make use of them. Make use of what? You did not say. Lu Han did not ask. Lin Qinger looked at you, then at Lu Han, stomped her foot. Forget it, forget it. Let's go eat first. Brother Qin Yuan, you definitely haven't had breakfast yet. She grabbed one of you with each hand and dragged you toward the dining hall.